And we're back with Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD.
Hello guys, just us today.
Yes, unfortunately by the time I got up to record, Peach was gone. Although I can't really blame anyone for that but me, because I was the one who was up till 5 a.m. last night.
And that reason was...
I don't fucking know. I was just up, doing shit. Modding Street Fighter 4, the usual. Oh yeah.
Street Fighter 4, or Street Fighter 4, a little bit of porn on the side, let's not get into that.
Yes, let's not during the recording. So anyway, let me just say that this specific part was a clusterfuck to fucking record.
I can imagine.
The parts of the dungeon I'm going to aren't really that hard. What makes them hard is that I have to do a lot of backtracking because of one specific thing and to get a few items I missed. But I will show you the reason why I kept backtracking in a little bit. One side note, new Star Bomb album.
I've listened to like one or two of the songs and they're okay. A lot less dick jokes.
Oh, good. Because I still find it weird listening to the Kirby song from the first one.
That's one of my least favorite, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like the music, but yeah.
A lot of people were saying about the album that saying like it's good, but because they took out quite a lot of like innuendo jokes, it's kind of lackluster for comedy, but they're at least still good songs to listen to.
Well, that's good. At least they have something. Oh, and as you can notice, people going into that room was absolutely pointless. Absolutely fucking pointless. I made it!
You were very close to missing that.
I made it! It's the fact that I made it that counts, not the fact that I missed. Also, where the fuck is Makar? Oh shit, I didn't save Makar yet. Oh. I honestly thought I saved him. You think he'll mind? I don't think he'll mind.
You seem to be ready to climb out of this dungeon without my car with you.
Oh, you can do quite a... Oh, by the way, you might want to not stand there.
And thus, Link still managed to survive. Don't ask us how that works.
Yeah, that's a quarter of a heart. Yeah. Seriously, don't stand there. As you can see, you take minimum damage. But anyway, where the fuck are you going with him? I don't even remember what I do in this video anymore. I'm lost, confused, and scared.
Why are you scared? Oh yeah, it's this dungeon.
I think I'm going the wrong way. I might be going the wrong way. I swear to God, I should watch these parts beforehand because I swear to God, I keep forgetting which ways I go. I'm stuttering a lot. I don't stutter this much normally, do I?
Yeah, like you do.
Link! I think the hook shot can blah blah blah. We know, Makar. So what do you think of the hook shot?
The hook shot?
Hook shot.
It's a pretty decent weapon.
Well,
it's very iconic.
Very iconic indeed. Aside from the Master Sword, Ocarina of Time, and a bunch of other stuff.
The Ocarina has only really been in 2 games though.
Hey, but one of those games it was in, it was fucking useful.
Yes, whereas the hookshot has been in practically every single Zelda game ever made.
Not every single Zelda game ever made. I think it only showed up around Link to the Past.
I think it should have been like one of the very first ever Zelda games.
Well, it was not in Zelda 1 nor Zelda 2. It was probably in Link's Awakening, if I remember correctly. I think I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we'll look it up later. Personally, I love the hook shot, especially in this game where I don't have to get a fuck you. That's what happens when you get hit, by the way. You just will hit as Makar or Metley if you actually manage to get hit while you're controlling Metley. P.S. You should not be able to get hit while you're controlling Metley. Anyway, that's what happens. You just lose control. Then you have to fly all the way back up. And then get hit again.
This is clearly an amazing playthrough.
The enemies in this part of the dungeon just do not like me.
Since when does an enemy ever like you? It's an enemy.
Well, they're the occasional enemy. You know, the one you turn good because you're so heroic. Or
You know what? You're against my master, and you're probably going to kill me. But you know what? I like the cut of your jib.
Oh, by the way, this is you can only kill these bubbles with a hook shot. Because if you try and shoot them with an arrow, it will just bounce off of them, magic or otherwise. I know, I've tried multiple times, as we saw earlier with the ice arrows. I'm just rambling now. This part is boring.
Indeed.
And there is a fucking floor master. Also, I now have a newfound hate for floor masters. That's it. BAM! And there, Bubbles dealt with. Now we can safely get up there and try not to get my car captured and killed. Okay, I don't know why we need a tree for this part. We can easily climb that. Look at that. It's not that tall a cliff.
I just saw this kind of inspirational sort of picture about Link. You just like talk to him and say like, you may as well be silent since no one listens to you anyway. Others demand your attention and that you listen to them. You seek material objects as an act of substitution for real love, trying to fill a void within yourself. You wear masks all day, rarely revealing your face. Sometimes the only thing that gives you strength is a bottle. No matter how hard you work at what you accomplish, your name will be forgotten the most. In the end, no matter how much time you spend as a grown-up, you're ultimately still the same scared little child.
Okay, first off, that's impressive. Secondly, I call bullshit on him being forgotten. They clearly...
I think it's meant to be a play on the fact that you can change his name and it's Legend of Zelda, not Legend of Link.
What? Oh, nope, his legs are gone. They're shattered.
Right now, his kneecap should have shot out of himself right now.
He should be chewing on bones at this very moment. And run over. And raise.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What?
What?
What? You said something.
Sit down.
This part is boring.
It's Mickey's trying to seek other voices to try and fulfill this void.
I almost don't even want to release this. I swear.
Nothing's happening, guys. You'll have one of those parts eventually.
We've had one of these parts before. Although I think we were better with it. Because at least there we were kind of funny. Kind of. Sort of. Not really. And then I get hit by a fucking... No, what the way, but I don't care. He should have took damage from that. Words.
Words, reactions, emotions, life,
Fans.
button.
Okay. How did that hit me when I was trying to jump on the button? I didn't jump that high.
Just like you lightly pressing this button like just shoots to the sky just before landing.
And you wanna fly up and up and up and up and I am so fucking dumb. There, saved. Although that sword is broken. Something is behind me.
Link, doing your gardening for years.
Oh, it's just a pea head. Also, if I have not said it before, this would be a perfect time to get golden feathers from these pea heads. Just say, you got a grappling hook, use it. And I go on the door, Link.
Oh.
And then there are these things. And then I get hurt by these things. I get hurt way more than you should in this room, but that's just because I'm trying to do a specific kind of strategy for this.
It's a good thing you don't have Tom's like zero hit take kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I fully acknowledge that I will never do anything perfectly in a video game. That's the strategy I'm going for. If you can charge up the hurricane spin and get it angled just right, you can hit the back. You can hit all of their backs at once and kill at least most of them. As you see here, I got 4 in one shot. And then this last one decided to be a bitch. And now he's dead. I'm pretty sure they expected that to be hard. It's not really hard.
Yeah.
I've just got nothing to say anymore.
This part is nothing. This dungeon is nothing. Why are we? Can we just skip over this? No one would care.
We have to show people how to get through the dungeon, man.
Hi.
Because that's how a fucking playthrough works.
Fuck the rules. Since when did we ever play by the rules? Aside from every other single part we've ever done.
And even then, we're slightly bending the rules in every other single part we've ever done. Because we never stay on topic.
Well, how can you stay on top when it's such a boring dungeon?
Well, to put it fair, at least this is slightly more exciting than the fucking Forest Haven. who I now hate with a passion, by the way.
Why?
Because the fucking I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you. I was recording some extra stuff. Nothing really big, just going around getting stuff I missed. Then there came a part where I decided to go back to the Forest Haven to make sure I didn't miss any treasure charts or anything. Because we kinda need those so I can find all the heart pieces. On that note, it took me about 5 fucking tries to get into the Forest Haven. And I'm pretty sure all of you people who've played this game know how hard it is to get into the fucking Forest Haven. Or at least annoying.
We were at least getting into the Forest Haven the second time.
Now the first time you get into the Forest Haven, when you fall, the game immediately teleports you back to the entrance of where you started. So pretty much back to that cliff. But after you've defeated the dungeon, once you go back to the Forest Haven, it stops teleporting you. Which means every time you fall, you gotta go back through the fucking forest, climb up those fucking flowers again, and just get yourself to that cliff and retry and do that over and over and over again for each time you fail. In the end, I did it about 5 times.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were not happy that day.
No, I was not. And at least I didn't do it for nothing because it turns out I did miss something in the forest haven, but we'll cover that when we cover that.
Yeah, that would have been worse if you did all that and it started like, nope, nothing worth needing here.
Yep. I only missed 2 things, one of which is not important anymore. I'm gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Race, jog my memory.
Uh, Mmm.
You're doing a very horrible job of jogging my memory. Thank you.
I don't know what's on your memory.
Alright, give me a second. Let me think. It was something. It was something related to Zelda. I think. If I remember correctly. Golden Feather. I'll remember it. What the. What? That was bullshit. That was fucking bullshit. And the game knows it.
I think this game knows a lot of things.
Anyway. Well, as past me said, we're backtracking a little bit here to a room that we were in before, as you can see from the treasure chest. The thing is, there is a chest I forgot to get in this room. That chest contains a treasure chart.
Will the treasure chart be needed?
A lot, quite a few of the heart pieces are found through the treasure charts.
Hmm.
So technically you don't need all of them, you just need the charts that you know contain heart piece locations.
Okay.
But even then, I still need as much money as I can possibly get for stuff. So I'm just
Yeah.
taking all the treasure charts I can so I can have a nice surplus of money to lean back on.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I, just, I don't know what it is, but I don't find grinding for money as tedious as I used to. I don't know, maybe just because I enjoy just sailing around the world, exploring and doing shit.
Yeah, I can see why.
Because as much as I will agree about the access of Bloom in the HD version, it's still a very, very beautiful world.
It was a pretty game before it was even HD.
Yes, it is. And was. And will forever be. I would agree with most people when they say that Wind Waker did not need an HD remake. But I'm not complaining. Because, again, favorite Zelda game of all time.
At the very least, they made the game more easier to go through.
Slightly. Still got a hunt shit, but you don't have to do it as much. So anyway, how this room works. In order to get the treasure chart to appear, you need to break through all these holes and defeat all the enemies it spawns.
It's basically choose.
First hole we fell in, we got Floor Master. Second hole, we got Tools. Next hole, it's Tarzan!
This place is crazy.
Well, now we're back at the top, tool shit.
Damn it! Someone go, Alan.
Okay, that's enough code in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Abridged. I accidentally put on the fucking iron boots. I don't even know how I got those two with that, but okay. I'm not complaining, game. You should look at that fucking jump.
Hmm?
That fucking side jump I do to get around the fucking thing.
Yeah.
It almost defies gravity with how much I've jumped. But There again, I'm pretty sure Wind Waker does not have the most stable of gravitational pull situations. I don't know where I was going with this anymore.
It's a game where you can literally change the way the wind moves by the flick of a wand. I don't think logic should be taken too seriously into this.
You're probably right.
Also, did you ever explain why the Master Sword is practically a child, the size for a child?
Well, I don't think it's the fact that it's science for the child, but that everything in this game has been shrunk down.
I know, but like, if you would think about it, like, the Master Sword really was the one that, like, the first Link ever used. That wasn't really a very big sword then.
We're talking about the Link from Zelda 1.
Yeah. Or Ocarina of Time Link, if that's what the introduction was referring to.
Well, the introduction does refer to Ocarina of Time Link, because, as the introduction has stated, this Wind Waker is part of the timeline where Link defeated Ganon, but it's in the part of the timeline where Link went back to a child, where adult Link no longer exists.
Mm-hmm. So this is like Majora's Mask.
This is... No, Majora's Mask is on the child timeline. Talking about Zelda's timeline is confusing.
Yeah. Because the timeline kind of messed things up a bit.
I'm gonna completely ignore my own jokes here. It gets weird. Where was I going with that point again? Right, that's where I was going. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is, I'm pretty sure the Master Sword is not the same sword for the first game, because as we know in the first game, there was no Master Sword, it was just the magic sword.
Yeah. Do you know what's a very underrated Zelda game? Spirit Tracks.
I actually have not played Spirit Tracks.
It's good. It's not Wind Waker good, but it's playable.
I want to give it a try, but again, that would involve me having to hunt down the game, because fuck playing DS games on emulator.
Yeah. They're never fun.
It's like, even on this computer I have, which is fairly beefy, I must say, DS games do not run well.
Ironic considering DS games don't really take a lot.
Ironic indeed. So, I've had easier time running PSP games on this. And that's surprising.
Indeed. So, do you think you'll be getting the new 3DS?
I will say probably not. As much as I want Xenoblade on portable, even though it should be HD Xenoblade. Again, just saying, why would you give a game as beautiful as that one a graphical downgrade? That's just stupid. Anyway, as much as I would love to own Xenoblade and play it while I'm on the shitter, I will probably not get the new 3DS for it. I'll probably still buy the game, but I'll probably never be able to play it.
I kind of hope they don't rely on the new 3DS, and make games only exclusive to it.
Well, they've already started with fucking Xenoblade.
Well, yeah, but not make it focus now you can only get 3DS games if you get a new 3DS.
Pretty sure they. At the very least, I know we'll be getting Majora's Mask on the 3DS.
I probably will not be getting that game.
I will, because I love it.
I've never actually played Majora's Mask.
For those of you who've seen my Deviant page before, you'll know that my top 3 Zelda games are Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, and Skyward Sword. Yes, I like Skyward Sword. Deal with it.
think my top 3 favorite Zelda games was Wind Waker, Spirit Tracks, and Ocarina. Only because those are the only 3 that I've played.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, actually, no, not actually, wait, not Ocarina of Time. I like Four Swords more than like Ocarina of Time.
I've never gone through a full game of Four Swords. Mostly because I never had people to play with. And playing by yourself is just boring and lonely.
I didn't know Four Swords was a multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what it started off as.
Huh.
When Four Swords first came out, you could literally only play it if you had the fucking Game Boy connector. And connected 4 fucking Game Boy Advances together.
But didn't Four Swords get like a port to the 3DS?
It did, but that's the anniversary edition, which they changed so you can't play by yourself.
But you can still play with other people.
If they have the game, yeah.
That would be pretty interesting to do like a playthrough of.
It would. I'm not sure how big the international thing would be, but it should work. But yeah, of course, Four Swords started like that. No, wait. I don't think you had to connect 4 Game Boys together. I think it was that you needed like the GameCube Game Boy adapter.
Yeah.
And then you connect 4 Game Boys to that. Well, that aside, we are ending this part off. Sorry for the boring parts. Next time will be a lot more exciting.
Again, we're sorry.